Hi, my name is Sibley Cotton, and I work in the Commercial Property Management Division at CBRE. The capstone project I am working towards is a database which will help property managers at CBRE work together to discover and install sustainable improvements in the buildings that we manage. Currently, one of the items the property managers are reviewed on is whether or not they have tried to install any sustainable improvements at their properties. However, this item is not very heavily weighted, and more importantly, managers are not given any support to help them achieve this goal. My database would utilize CBRE's most important asset, its employees, to help change this. This database will require that all managers input any sustainable improvements they are completing at their properties and ask them to provide any information regarding which manager is responsible for completing the project. In this way, we will simultaneously create a database of potential projects that property managers can use to help them discover potential sustainable improvements and give managers someone that they can work with to help figure out how to begin the project and work through any challenges that arise. Ultimately, the client for this project will be CBRE. As the world's largest commercial real estate company, CBRE prides itself on being a leader in the industry. By helping improve CBRE's ability to efficiently discover and install sustainable improvements in the buildings that we manage, CBRE will move the commercial real estate industry forward to creating a more sustainable future. Additionally, CBRE caters to our client base of commercial building owners, and as tenants begin to look for more sustainable office space, the demand from owners to create sustainable office buildings will continue to increase. In the past, CBRE put together a program that they referred to as the Green Knights to help improve their sustainable profile. This internal group was tasked with finding ways to help make CBRE more sustainable, both internally and at our client sites. This group worked well for a while. However, the managers who acted as representatives for the various regions predictably became overworked and had less time to dedicate to the team. Additionally, it was difficult for the representatives to communicate with their regions, as there isn't really a mechanism in place currently to effectively link managers together. This database would avoid both of these pitfalls by creating a space for managers to connect without requiring much additional work or the time commitments required to run and participate in an internal committee. Up to this point, the majority of work on this database has been related to the creation of the proposal and feasibility study for this course. Unfortunately, due to time constraints with the recent urgent focus on the COVID-19 pandemic, additional work on this project has not been possible given CBRE's responsibilities to help protect their tenants and teams during the crisis. There have been some changes that have come about as I've worked through the coursework, however. For example, one of the original challenges I had was figuring out how I could create a database that managers would have real-time access to, while still only allowing them access to their own properties. After doing some research, I discovered that our HR department releases an Excel spreadsheet that all employees have real-time access to. They have protected the full spreadsheet and have one person in their department who's responsible for completing the updates. I've since altered my plan to mimic this system. It will save money and protect the information as necessary. Another concern that surfaced was figuring out the correct group to roll the database out to. Originally, I had thought to only roll it out to the Virginia sector of the DC market. This would only encompass about 50 people, however, and that's such a small group that the list would not be very large, and I'd still need approval from the market leader for the entire DC region. By growing my target audience to include the entire DC market, I'll be able to get input from almost 350 individuals without having to go through any additional approval levels. As I move forward with this project, the next step will be to schedule a meeting with my senior leadership team to get initial approval for this project. Once I've received that approval, I can begin building my team and creating the database. Thank you so much for your time.